I shouldn't have heard it. That thought kept hammering in my head as I froze in the hallway, wallet still in my hand. I had only come back because I'd forgotten it. She thought I'd already left. That's when the words slipped through the cracked living room door, sharp enough to pierce everything I thought I knew. Just tell him you want to break up. Watch how he reacts. If he doesn't fight for you, then you'll know he's not serious. The sentence landed in my chest like a blow. I gripped the doorknob, hoping I had misheard. But then another voice, firmer, cut in. Yeah, test him. Men always show their true colors under pressure. If he loves you, he'll beg. If not, you'll know. My throat tightened. They weren't just gossiping. They were plotting. And my wife, she didn't deny it. She didn't laugh it off. Just that nervous chuckle. The kind that means she's already halfway convinced. I stepped back quietly, pressing into the wall like an intruder in my own house. Part of me wanted to burst in and confront her. Another part wanted to keep listening, because beneath the sting of betrayal was a heavier question. Would she actually go through with it? The rest of the day, I drifted through work like a ghost. Numbers blurred on the screen. Voices around me faded. All I could hear was that echo. Test him. See what he does. When I got home, she was herself again. Warm smile. Dinner ready. A kiss on my cheek. Too normal. Too perfect. And all I could think was, is she practicing the lines already? Over the next days, I scrutinized everything. Every glance. Every word. Every touch. Was her laugh forced? Was her hand slipping away too soon? I felt like a man walking across hidden mines, waiting for one wrong step to blow everything apart. Then Friday came. We were sitting on the couch when her posture changed, hands folded too carefully, her voice steady but rehearsed. We need to talk. My stomach sank. The script had begun. I just don't think we're on the same page anymore, she said, eyes avoiding mine. Maybe this relationship isn't working. The words were delivered too neatly, as though she had memorized them. I could have played along, begged her, proved my devotion like they wanted. But instead, I said nothing. I just looked at her. Her expression faltered, unsettled by my silence. So that's it? She asked, voice breaking. I leaned back. Is this really what you want, or is this just something someone told you to say? Her face drained of color. That tiny flinch told me more than words. Who told you? She whispered. I shook my head. Does it matter? You let someone plant doubt in your mind. You chose to test me instead of trusting me. Tears gathered in her eyes, but they brought me no comfort. You don't understand, she said softly. They made me scared. They told me men can pretend, and I didn't want to be fooled. Scared. My voice cracked harsher than I intended. So your solution was to pretend to leave me, just to see how I'd react? To watch me like some experiment. Her sobs split the air. I wasn't going to go through with it. I cut her off. You already did. You said the words. You looked me in the eyes and waited to see if I'd beg. That's not love. That's not trust. After that night, the house changed. Heavy, silent. We still shared space, but not the same closeness. Every time I looked at her, I saw the moment she chose suspicion over faith. The betrayal wasn't just in her words. It was in the fact she entertained the idea at all. One evening, I sat at the kitchen table, staring at the ring on my finger, remembering the certainty I once had when I slipped hers on. Back then, I believed nothing could shake us. Now, even silence between us felt like an earthquake. She stood in the doorway one night, eyes red. I've cut them off, she whispered. I told them I don't want friends who poison my marriage. I'm trying to fix this. For the first time in weeks, I really looked at her, saw the exhaustion, the regret. A part of me wanted to forgive. But another part whispered, if she doubted once, what's to stop her from doubting again? That night, as she slept beside me, I stared at the ceiling, weighed down by a decision I wasn't ready for. I still loved her. Our memories, our laughter, they hadn't vanished. But trust isn't a switch you can just turn back on. Once cracked, it never looks the same. By morning I knew. Not anger, not revenge, just truth. At the table, I told her quietly, I can't stay in a marriage where trust is negotiable. You let others decide how you treated me. I don't know if I can ever see you the same way again." Her tears spilled as she begged for another chance. My chest ached, but my heart had already decided. "I love you," I said, steady but broken. "But love without trust isn't a marriage. It's a performance. And I won't keep performing." Leaving tore pieces out of me. Packing my things felt like dismantling a life I'd built. But as I closed the door behind me, a strange clarity set in. She had tested me, but in doing so, she failed herself. And that's when I realized betrayal isn't always lies or infidelity. Sometimes it's simply the choice not to trust the person who stood beside you all along. Her friends whispered, but she listened, and that was enough to break us. Some wounds no apology can ever heal.